So I say all this to say that I want you to know that this message and this encouragement to reflect is coming from someone who had a really hard time doing it in the beginning. But the benefit of it, and really I think the purpose for it, is to take the time to actually learn the lessons that we went through and reflect and see if any other lessons come from that reflection. Because every time I do this, every year when I reflect on the last year, I go back through month by month, which I'm going to show you here in a minute, and I look at themes. I look at relationships I've had with people. And if there's a theme that comes up with those relationships, like if we had conflict and it was the same, I look for themes like that to show me, okay, where in my life is there still something for me to improve on? Like what issues am I running up into or running up against that have not shifted or changed? Because that's a sign to me that's something for me to lean into. And so when I was doing my reflection over the last month, something became very clear to me. My body has been needing a shift for a long time. I'm 44 years old, and I think I'm in that like pre-menopause area for sure. I'm sure I've been there for longer than I even know. But for probably 10 plus years, I have had this feeling and this knowing that when I did hot yoga and when I worked out and just going throughout my day-to-day life, I was not hydrated enough. I was not all I could say was that it felt like the water was not reaching my cells. And I told this to some people around me. I mean, as I started to meet more energy healers, I would say this. And, um, I got suggestions to try like, I forget what it's called, but it's like a mixture of coconut water with orange juice. And you can put like a splash of a couple different things to create kind of a cocktail that helps your body to accept hydration. And that worked, you know, a little bit for when I was sick, or I felt like it would give me a boost, but I didn't want to drink orange juice all the time, or I just felt like it's still not cutting it for me. And so I knew that there were some things I needed to do for my body aside from I had gone gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free back in 2021, and that had helped to reduce inflammation in my body and helped me to just my stomach to feel better overall. But I knew there was more changes that needed to happen. So I knew at some point I had it in my mind that I wanted to meet with a nutritionist, that I knew I wanted to meet with someone who could help me fuel my body well, because I have a feeling I'm going to be out speaking and doing a lot more in public in the coming years, and I want to be able to fuel my body correctly. And so I was waiting for the right person to show up. And in around August this year, I did a meditation for my root chakra, and I asked my root chakra, what do you need in order to thrive in this physical world? And I got the image of Samantha Westerwill, who's a local Ayurvedic yoga therapist, and I got water, just the word water. And so I was like, okay, I'm supposed to meet with Samantha. And so this year, that session with Samantha changed me completely, changed my body forever for the rest of my life. Uh, Getting my emotion code certification was the second thing. And the third thing are the LifeWave X39 patches. So I added it up, and in total, I spent $367 on myself in 2025. That has forever changed my body composition, my mental, emotional, spiritual, financial health. It's changed everything. And so I thought that was a cool bit to share with you guys. It was $17 for the emotion code book. You can go out, get it yourself, do it for yourself and your friends and family anytime. The consultation with Samantha was $230. And then, wow, there goes my screen again. And then the third thing are the LifeWave patches. The X39 patches are $99 a month, basically, plus shipping. So it comes out to about $118. I put 120 with tax and everything. So that adds up to $367. And now that I've purchased Emotion Code and the yoga consultation, now it's just the LifeWave patches at $120 a month. And it's doing more for my body than my health insurance ever did. The energy I'm now circulating, which is prompting me to heal on levels that I've never healed before. Like between the water with salt that Samantha suggested and the LifeWave patches, I'm now having hydration in parts of my body that I don't think have been fully hydrated in 10 plus years. So I wanted to share that because those are three critical pieces to 2025 that I believe came to me at a time when I needed it to prepare for what's coming. Now, my routine for reflection, what helped me find those things, those three things that changed me. I also want you to, I just kind of want to just say too, okay, $367. That's it for lifelong change. I want you to really think about what are you spending financially on other parts of your life that you're not willing to spend on yourself? Because for very little money, literally under $500, I've changed my life forever. So I often talk to people about my retreats and about these different opportunities that I've created for people to come together and change in really big ways. And one of the number one objections I usually get from people who can't come or say they can't come is that they can't afford it. And while I understand that money is really hard, believe me, I've been there myself for the last 5 years. It's all about how you prioritize it. And so when you stop to reflect and look at how you're prioritizing your money and what you're putting it towards, you will surprise yourself if you choose to say yes to an experience, whether it be my retreat, someone else's, or something else that's going to serve you in a healthy way. The money will appear. The money will come to you. It always does. So I just want to challenge you to think a little bit differently about how you spend your money and how you think about it this year. So my routine for reflection is something I came up with for my clients 5 years ago that I just started using myself.